The home of the Raptors. And
What's up?
Wonderful Toronto. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the Raptors, happy to be here in Toronto right now in the midst of a nice homestand. You talk about a team on a roll, guys. This is quite a start they've had. 10 consecutive wins to start the season. And the Raptors with possession.
And you think back to the 2018 draft, Anthony Melton was a sleeper. And after falling to the 46th pick, a lot of teams now wishing they hadn't slept on Melton.
Yeah, 3 years later, he signed a 4-year, $35 million contract. Didn't hang his head, kept working, and he's earned his.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Jackson down low. Last game we saw him score 13. To the paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point God moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Now here's Van Vliet. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Trent. Here's McCollum. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Greg, you talked about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson. The way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Pass to Melton.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Trent. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies off to a slow start, trailing by 5. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
So it's Toronto now. After Memphis gets the 3. Here's Anunoby. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Melton. He nails it. And we're tied up. Melton's got 5 now.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
2 minutes left in the first.
Now here's Dragic. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And the three ball is good. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can. And just getting on the same page takes some time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
3 points.
Durant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling a competitive fire after that last three.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And the shot falls short this time. Clark outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Van Vliet right side. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Here's Perch. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. 4 on the clock. 3 on the clock. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And so Boucher nails both of them. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Morant drives in. Pass to Tillman. Here's Culver. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And credit the aggressiveness there. I love it whenever Culver is looking to score. It focuses the defense on him and still able to get the job done.
To the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Here's Jones. Makes it off the glass. 15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Birch. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
More than capable of running the offense. Dragic knows how to get his teammates involved.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Raptors lead by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passion in the first half has been outstanding.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Van Vliet outside. Back to Birch. Shot clock at 6. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
Morant looking around. And finished off by Morant.
And when Morant explodes toward the basket, you're toast. He loves penetrating and finishing. Selected second in 2019, Kevin. Ja Morant, the highest draftee in Ohio Valley Conference history. And he became the second Grizzly ever to win Rookie of the Year, joining Paul Gasol.
And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27 pick overall said, Not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. And Boucher sends it back. Oh, Van Vliet. Over to the wing. Here's Flynn. From outside, off the mark. Well, some people felt, Chris, that John Morant was an all-star snub in his rookie year.
Well, you look at what he accomplished in year one. And enjoy Magic Johnson, great Isaiah Thomas, and Trae Young was the only 20-year-old rookies to average at least 17 points and 7 assists per game. That's some lofty company.
Birch. Pass to Mikhailuk. This one for three. Tries yet again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Clark, left side. Out to Morant. Now Anderson. Now here's Morant. He's got 10. Yes, that goes in.
Well, it's been all about John. He can score in many different ways.
He takes it in. It's good. Flynn's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs, Green, and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Two teams changing it up here. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Down low. Melton. Hits from the high post. Melton's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
With good anticipation and instinct, Jackson, he's established himself as a quality shot blocker.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Anunoby. And the rejection by Jackson. Jones, no one around him. And a miss there on the triple. Raptors trailed by 4. Toronto working the ball around now. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. 34 seconds left here in the second. Jones for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
It's Trent on the wing. Achua in the corner. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Bain. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Trent. Can't cash in from the high post.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Morant with it. Driving inside. Boucher with the rebound.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Now Morant. Jackson trying to break free.
Man, he takes off like a rocket. I mean, there's a suddenness to Morant's game that most athletes don't have.
Pass to Boucher. To the right side. Now, here's Achua. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Steven Adams picks one up. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line and on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. The tray. Conchar can't get it to go. Inside. Here's Boucher. It's deflected. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Van Vliet wide open. Good on the triple. Van Vliet's got 8.
And count on Van Vliet to hit that 3-point shot. He's an efficient scorer from beyond the arc.
And along with production, this team really thrives on Van Vliet's leadership.
He sets a great example with his toughness, his dedication, and his teammates believe in him and believe they're going to win partly because of him.
Memphis ball.
Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. There's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. It's Trent on the wing.
2 minutes.
Here's Anunoby. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Anderson's shot is off.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Flynn. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Stolen by Jackson. Dragic taking his time here. And the rejection by Jackson. A second chance effort. To the inside. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to Anderson. Jacks up a three. They get it back. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing. Not giving them an inch of space out there.
And also the ball hawking, the way they've come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes. They've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
Plays it up and banks it in. Clark's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Jones. There's the double team with Flynn. And stolen by Flynn. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. For the three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Back to Anunoby. And the rejection by Jackson. No good there.
He knows how to roam to the right places on defense. Jackson, he plays with great defensive intensity.
And so it's Memphis in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Nailed from three-point land.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Both good from the line that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Payne for three. Got a hand on it.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
Grizzlies substitution.
Here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
And this is the part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for getting it to uncover teammates.
Anunoby. Lays it up off the glass.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Morant outside. Adams outside. First three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
Free throw good, Van Vliet.
You love seeing guys like Fred VanVleet make it. Not highly recruited in high school, undrafted out of college. VanVleet has turned himself into a terrific player in our league.
And he makes all three.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Man, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
Van Vliet looking around. Tillman grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Morant. It's good. 20 points for John Morant.
Yes. Closer in, Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the team.
Van Vliet outside. From past the arc. Here buries it from three-point range.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
It's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his
The Grizzlies making a change here.
second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Morant outside. And then Morant slams it in.
I mean, this is what teams try to do with Morant. They try to get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to impress.
Van Vliet outside with the shot. That one wide
2
left.
minutes remaining in regulation.
And the Grizzlies leading by 18. And here's Morant. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And finished off by Morant. And Toronto has possession. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Beyond the arc. 5 on the clock. Trent with it. Van Vliet outside. Shoots over Adams. Misses off the right iron.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Memphis.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
To the paint. And Vliet on the wing. They need this one. Connects from three-point range.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight. One of the best undrafted players in league history.
Morant with it. The 3. Missed. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
I need a star with my name. You know who to call. ball when it's go time. Lights, camera, action, it's showtime. Pull up in LA like I'm LeBron. Riding through that California sunshine. Dancing with the stars, check my footwork. Kill 'em with the wrist, watch the cook work. Shaking up the game, make 'em look. They gon' throw my name in the books. Let's catch a new vibe, a new wave. I can ball in real life, this ain't 2K. And my girl said, look, you on the news, babe. I had to tell her, hey, this is what I do, babe. Okay, this ain't nothing new, babe. This is what I do, babe. MJ with the flu, I'm too wavy. Ballin' on them sick, they trippin' on shoelaces. Pull up in his money, I'm making them blue faces. Showtime tickets for you ladies. Everybody in the crowd gotta go crazy. Make everybody in the crowd go crazy. Handles on the string, know I do my thing. Oh, you said your man ball, it don't look the same. Every park, every gym, they gon' say my name. Seconds on the shot clock, I'm in the game. Nobody can stop it when it's your time. I'ma win the game when it's go time. They gon' say my name when it's showtime. Yeah, showtime, yeah, showtime. Can't nobody stop you when it's your time. I'ma win the game when it's go time. They gon' say my name when it's showtime. Yeah, showtime.
Joined by Hall of Famer Grant Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Ft.LilAce. This is Brian Anderson.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
Melton with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Morant. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And Smitty, one thing we've noticed, in an era of small ball, some teams are going big again.
They are, B.A. It's all about matchups and creating mismatches. You like to have the personnel for every situation.
Oh, the moment Lillard crosses half court, you better pick him up. A scorer with unlimited range.
And Morant gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Down low. Here's Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Just 2 to shoot. Morant, no good.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down and traffic.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Lillard. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
His first personal foul.
And these shots demonstrate how locked in Lillard is. Just embracing the challenge of scoring on physical defenders.
Now here's Morant. Going inside. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Lillard can't get it to go.
And, of course, Canadian-born Brandon Clark grew up in Phoenix, played at San Jose State, then transferred to Gonzaga. A few stops on his way to the association. Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And the dunk by Lillard.
Oh, wow, what a dangerous move on that drive. I mean, when Dame is coming in strong, it is so tough to stop.
The offensive rebound. Adams. Missed inside. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Lillard. Driving in. And the dunk by Lillard.
Oh, a terrific athlete. I love when Lillard uses his vertical to hammer it down.
Great positioning on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. After the basket by Memphis. It's scooped up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here.
Substitution for your Grizzlies.
Here's Lillard. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Lillard got 12.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And there's a whistle. That goes on D'Anthony Melton. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Grizzlies.
McCollum draws the double. Out to Covington. And it's Portland scoring again.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Back to Anderson. Doubled by McCollum. Here's Conchar. And he jams it home with authority.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Pass to Nurkic. Snell shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Outside, Anderson. Back to Conchar. Here's Jones. Defended by Lillard. Here's Bane. That one falls.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Nurkic. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. And Nurkic throws it down.
Just a great combo guard. McCollum is capable of being a go-to scorer as well as a terrific distributor.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. The shot no good.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Shoots. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Lillard got 14 points.
And once Lillard kicks it up a notch, watch out. Flat out taking over now.
Here's Jones. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 6. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end. Racking up those steals.
They took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And Greg, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
Here's Conchar. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Oh, Covington with a block. Here's Powell. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
And the Grizzlies making a change here.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
To the middle. Here's Williams. No luck on that one. Nurkic with some nice D. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks. You know, out of Michigan State, Xavier Tillman, a winning player. He won't shock you with his athleticism, but I think he'll be in this league for a very long time.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Anderson with it, guarded by Covington. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Deflected. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. McCollum outside. Takes it inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. You know, in college, Smitty, Tillman was one of the most effective players in the nation. Why do you think he fell to the second round?
You know, I think it was some concerns about his upside, but those are gone right now. Right from his rookie season, he's showing he should have gone higher.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
For three, McCollum. Offensive rebound. Now here's Powell. There's the drive. Banked it in off the glass. Powell's got 6 in the quarter.
Look at the intensity on that drive. Norman Powell charging in like no one can stop him.
And the Grizzlies call time here. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Morant gets double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. Coaching turnover is a fact of life in the NBA. Grant, as a player, how tough is it to adapt to a new coach?
Well, it depends on the timing. I mean, an offseason change gives the team a time to get used to a new system. Now, if it happens in midseason, it can be a little tough. The learning curve is definitely steep.
McCollum outside. Lets the three fly. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
McCollum outside. Inside. Here's Nurkic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum. Here's Morant. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And the dunk by Lillard.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Now Portland with it. They're on a 15-6 run. McCollum outside. From downtown. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Pass to Adams. Clark with it. Powell covers. Back to Clark. Now Morant. 6 points for him. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
The three, here's Lillard. And they recover it. Here's McCollum. Out to Lillard. For three, Powell. Grizzlies with the rebound. 16 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Who is stolen by Lillard. McCollum outside. Over Clark. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul of the game.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard, but you'd like to see him get better position.
This is how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team and have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zeller. Oh, here's Zeller. Slams it home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
For three, McCollum. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Back to Clark. Pass to Melton. Powell brings a double. Morant with it. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Back to Adams. Double team on Adams. Oh, Covington with a block. And they'll keep possession. Good.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
Pass to Covington. Back to McCollum. Now Covington. Stolen by Jackson. And here they come. Here's Clark. Got it.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
McCollum outside. Pass to Covington. Fires the three. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
Yeah, if that were the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Tillman. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Damian Lillard picks one up.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Covington with it. McCollum outside. Right wing. Lillard outside. This one for 3. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
Robert Covington. And that's his second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for you.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, the players on two-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role, but, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity, Allie. Thanks.
Over a 6'8" wingspan for DeAnthony Melton. He's a pest at the defensive end.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first personal foul.
Rebounds, steals, deflections. Melton's a stat sheet stuffer, Smitty.
And he also has great activity with his length. A 3-and-D combo guard. Think of someone like Avery Bradley. That's a role Melton could fill.
Pass to Powell. Let's go with a three. Anderson pulls it down. Outside Jones. From deep. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
They've turned in a fantastic performance from three-point range. That's been a weapon for them all game.
Another thing I've noticed is their work on the offensive glass. Creating extra opportunities has been the key.
Here's Simons. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McLemore. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. Here's Morant. On the take. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Simon's shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
That's his second personal foul. 15.
The free throw drops for Morant.
The upside John Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
They get the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And so it's Portland. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 14-point game. Next up, they'll face the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3.
I think consistency from 3 is in Morant's future. On that shot, he was well balanced and focused.
From behind the arc. And Snell gets it to go.
3.
Snell's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Down low. Anderson. Pass to Morant. And Morant gets double teamed. Lillard with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Here's McCollum. And no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jackson outside. Right side Morant. And here's Jones. Outside Anderson. And stolen by Covington. Lillard outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
From deep, Morant. That misses. He's 7 for 14 on the night. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The muscle coming into play. I like how Nurkic takes on these challenges and finds ways to deliver.
Brad, it seems like more and more game time is spent with officials huddled around a monitor. You think instant replay has been a positive thing for the league?
Well, for the most part, I think it has been a positive thing. I enjoy it. I think it brings a level of transparency, and also it's important to get the call right. But at times, it does disrupt the flow of a game. And players can't be consumed about winning every call all the time.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Lillard fires away from way outside. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Melton on the wing. On the wing, Jones. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Nurkic for three. Adams grabs the miss. Jackson outside. To the wing on the left. 4-3. Doesn't go that time. And it's Portland the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. McCollum into the lane. Pulls it. The bank shot, no good. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 14. To the middle. Here's Adams. Pass to Clark. Here's Jones. The three-pointer off the mark. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Buries it from three. Lillard's got 12 points in just the second half.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Some solid defense from Lillard. It's tipped. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
For three, McCollum. That's his sixth make in 11 tries.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Trailblazers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Damian Lillard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Snell's shot is off. Morant with it. Over to the left wing. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. It's off.
And I just love how he uses his lateral quickness to stay with his man. Lillard is a capable on-ball defender.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the...
Yeah, this is 2 hour here. Yeah. Let's see.
Yesterday, keep my head up over water, my eyes getting bigger, the world getting smaller, I've been getting richer, only made me crazy, mama said I'm different, since I was a baby. My oceans, give me a sip of that potion, no, my heart is not broken, but I feel like it's old.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. You look at the Spurs. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown us thus far. I mean, it will be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season because they've got the potential to make some improvement.
And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton, takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
Here's Vanderbilt. Here's Towns. 3 seconds left. It doesn't go for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
To the inside. And the call. On the shot, it sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
And the rejection by Towns. Edwards trying to hammering it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Murray, good.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here is Russell. Rebound by Murray.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the rejection by Towns.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. To the paint. Here's Towns. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room ready to run. Their transition game has been in full effect.
Out left of the wing. Back to Forbes. And the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Beasley with a clean one. And he's off on his first shot of the game. Here's Vassell. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to Beverly. Beasley outside. Now Reed.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Over to the left wing. Here's Vassell. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's Beasley on the wing. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 5. A fader. San Antonio with the rebound. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Going back to last season, they really struggled to win. So even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okogie missed it.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Walker. Here's Eubanks. No good that time. Excellent D there from Beasley. Prince outside. Pass to Beverly. Okogie for 3. Connects from three-point range.
I had a feeling,
What pretty vision right there by Patrick Beverly. Wow. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly.
Ooh. That rich people food.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
You've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father.
You just came from eating, now you play eating.
Kevin, you know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
Down low.
So you got Carson.
Here's Reed. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his second.
And one of Johnson's teammates recently called him country strong. And Johnson himself acknowledged he has a lot of room to get even stronger. It is scary.
And Greg, along with the power, Johnson brings great athleticism.
And that makes him a tremendous rebounder. Can switch defensively. It's within the realm of possibility that he becomes an all-star someday.
D'Angelo Russell.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Lock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First team foul.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Murray. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on D'Angelo Russell. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And the free throw, no good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's McDaniels. Offline with his 3.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pass to Towns. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. The Spurs making a switch here.
Coming out of the floor for your Spurs.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Towns. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Painful to watch, guys. And you can see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Minnesota leading by 4. Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 10. And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Here's White. And good, and the assist goes to Murray. White's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He gets it in there. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving, no doubt whatsoever.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs trail by 4. Takes it inside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
That's a nuanced understanding of pick and roll play. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Yeah, you know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Here's Murray. Tries again.
Give me that.
Eubanks.
Hold on.
And the rejection
you know what time it
by
is.
Towns. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game.
You know what time it is.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oh, shiny good.
San Antonio ball.
And San Antonio has possession. They trail by 6. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
That's his third personal.
And he knocks down the first one.
14 fouls. At the line for San Antonio.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 4. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
Y'all didn't let him catch a fast break. And one.
Pass to Towns. Edwards
y'all didn't put a baby on him.
Guarded by Murray.
Yeah. Y'all didn't put a baby on him. Oh.
Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I'm just looking.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes his entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
And with the length Vanderbilt has,
I seen him in the corner.
Very impactful.
Yeah, he can.
Give me that.
Wingspan, but a power forward frame. He's got
take that.
opportunities now to let that work.
Push it.
Fearless on the floor.
Hold on.
Here is Russell. Following the basket by Derek White. For 3.
Come on, get in there.
The offensive rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, and they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Murray.
Come on,
it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Here is Edwards, following the bucket by the Spurs. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is really
Spurs trail by 7. Into the lane. Reed with the block. They get it back. The Spurs have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for your
so he hits both of them. Minnesota leading by 5. Beasley outside. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards are part of a class that needed more time.
Shooting.
The talent is
had to start shooting.
And don't forget the pandemic.
You can stay in this game.
Many of the 2020 draftees short. Edwards, though, has all the tools to be an incredible wing player.
Pass to Russell. Beasley for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, here's Walker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the left wing. So with a wide open look. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Russell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Vassell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Vassell's got 6 points.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved. Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Poke loose.
Come in the paint.
Here's Forbes.
Give me that.
Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Beasley outside. Back to Russell. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Forbes. Goes up again. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the
reaching.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game.
Especially after this one.
The 3, Beasley. Spurs trail by 11. Stolen away. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And that's going to be a travel. And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. Here's Murray. And the lead is down inside single digits. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
On the wing, Johnson. Inside. Gets it to fall. A bucket from Eubanks.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
You should just know I'm going to win, though.
San Antonio. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter.
That's his first personal foul. First team.
Here's Prince outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game at the deep ball. Here's Murray. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 8-point game. Pass to Eubanks. Spurs passing it around. And the rejection by Towns. And that's on about San Antonio will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. Rebound, Minnesota.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Down low. Pass to Beverly. Here's Edwards. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Give me that.
Edwards with the block.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
And he just dangles from the bucket after
Give me that.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Antonio Ball. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's McDermott. To the paint. Back to Murray. To the middle. White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's 8 points for Derek White.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. Make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Murray, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Prince wide open. Kept the line, Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Torian Prince, and that's good. Prince has got 9 points now in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Yeah, foul. Made him quit. I've been making everybody quit today. So, so it looks like I really can't. Something like that's the third. So, again. Let's see what time. Okay. It's gonna be looking good. needed. How you gonna get the Rockets and not get the Rockets, bro? I'm talking about. Oh, to do someone like this, they got the Warriors. Now I got the Warriors. Had to blow them out, show them who better with the Warriors. 47 Warriors.
This is 2K Sports, broadcasting from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a loss to Denver. They battled and battled, but could not pull it off at the end. Guys losing by just a single point. Pass to Wood. They kick it out to Green. 6 to shoot.
Rockets foul. Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
That's his first personal foul.
They got it.
Rockets on offense. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season. Here's Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first
And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and make smooth adjustments midair.
And both free throws good for Green. And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
And still refining his shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard into the league with this much potential in quite some time.
On defense, the Rockets, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Pass to Tate. Houston moving the ball around. And the foul on Jayshawn Tate. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Rocket substitution.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Tice.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Outside Gordon. Porter in the corner. 5 on the clock. The shot off that time. And Houston the other way now. Here's Wood. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
Here's Green. Good D by Wood.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Houston.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Outside Porter. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
Driving the lane. And finished by Porter.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
trailed by 6. Here's Green going inside. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Garuba. It's tipped. Here's Porter. Up and in on the lane.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the paint. Here's Garuba. A 3.
That was fast, man.
Houston in the lead. Inside. Here's Şengün. Second shot opportunity. That one goes. Count it.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The drive by Green. Here's Porter. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Tate. They get it back. Pass to Porter. For 3. Here's Garuba. Here's Tate. And the 3 off target. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Rockets.
Here's Şengün. Pass to Porter. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets ahead, up 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Now here's Porter. The Rockets making a switch here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Rockets.
On defense, the Rockets. 4-point game. Down low. Here's Şengün.
That's an assist from
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And David Nwaba picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Rockets substitution.
To the left side wing. Here's Wood. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Christopher. Stolen away. Here's Garuba, covered by Martin. Here's Garuba. And some nice passing there by Houston. Picked off in midair. Here's Green. He clanks Finds that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And Nwaba has it in the corner. Christopher, no good. Rockets leading by 4. Got a piece of it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. That's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And they call an illegal screen here.
Another turnover there. But guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And undrafted out of college, Wood has dealt with plenty of adversity. I think he can overcome a little bump.
And Green now, top of the key. On the wing, Porter. Shot clock at 6. Got a hand on it. And he gets it back. Here's Garuba. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That is his first foul of the game.
Christian Wood. That's his first.
Houston leading by 6.
First team foul.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Pass to Tice. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Tice has got his first basket.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start. Finding a rhythm right now.
And you look at some of the most unbreakable records in NBA history, Clark. Scott Skiles with 30 assists in one game. Who's going to beat that?
That's a hard one to top. I mean, 30 dimes in one game. I mean, that is just amazing. One, you got to pass it well, and two, you got to have great shooters around you. Westbrook had a game with 24 assists last year, but that's still a far cry from 30. I think that may very well be an untouchable record, Kevin.
Now, here's Green. .105 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Wood. And Nwaba has it in the corner. Houston needs to get a shot. There's Green with the 3. Rockets leading by 8. And here's Porter. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Gordon. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. There's 21 seconds left here in the second. Shoots from the corner. Pass to Wood. Now here's Nwaba. On the wing, Green. Second chance effort. Wood.
Houston foul.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, that was a smart, heady play by Wood to get the contact. For a center, he's a pretty good foul shooter, too.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. 5 seconds left in the first half. 1 second left. And finished off by Porter.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious end time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Pass to Tate. And here's Porter. In the corner, Tate with it. Just 5 on the clock. Tice trying to break free. Green, no luck. Rockets trailed by 8. One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well. And these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
Houston leading by 6. Into the lane. Misses from short range. And a wide open look for Porter. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And it's Tice scoring on a gorgeous play. Tice has got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Jalen Green.
The shot's good. Now Porter. Pass to Wood. Now, here's Tice. Here's Tate. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Tice. Houston needs to get a shot. Porter, no luck.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Houston. 6-point lead. Here's Wood. And he finishes nicely on the way. Wood's got 6 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Rockets trailed by 4. To the middle. Porter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Porter's got his second best. And finished off by Martin.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Christopher, that's good.
Christopher. How about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
Outside, Martin. Over Tice. And it's Martin missing. Here's Christopher. Pass to Tice. And Tice throws it down.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
On the wing, Gordon. On the wing, Green. Back to Gordon. Lets it go with the 3. Tate with the rebound. And here are the Rockets now. They're on a 12-4 run. Augustine looking around. Pass to Gordon for the lead. Drops in the tray. Gordon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Houston moving the ball around. From deep, Green. Offensive rebound. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Martin. Augustine with it. Pass to Martin. With the shot. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Lead up to 5 now for the Rockets. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Now, here's Green. Great D that time for Martin. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Gordon's running. Pass to Garuba. On the wing, Eric Gordon. "15 seconds left in the third quarter.
How about the ball handling from Gordon? Very creative, pretty tight with it, and knows how to get through the defense with that tight hand.
Here's Garuba. And we've reached the end of the third. Rockets ahead as they end the third quarter with an energy. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, quarter promises to be a good one. Rockets leading by 5. And here is Green. Pass to Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Tice, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Daniel Tice.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Now Green. It's deflected. Gordon with no one around. Hits it from three-point range. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You cannot let Gordon get it going from the perimeter. He's an incredibly consistent and persistent long-range shooter.
To the paint. Here's Şengün.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Tate. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Houston making a switch. And he makes both free throws. Poked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Houston with it. Rockets trailed by 9. Here's Gordon. Green with the rebound.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
They're outside. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Rockets ball.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Rockets on offense. Gordon outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And the wide open shot from Green. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Clock at 6. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
Guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can tell you that. Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Pass to Tice. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And he found a soft spot in the knee on that position.
And, Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is. And you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
They get the rebound. Looking to get back on track here. And Green slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're in front by 9. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Silas talking to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Christopher. Houston moving the ball around. Porter with a block. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one is good.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
He takes it in. Şengün. The tip in on the offensive rebound. And the Rockets lead by 9.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted. Porter.
Rockets with the rebound. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
Pass to Christopher. He's off from 3.
Gordon doing a nice job there, showing you relentless offensive energy on the glass. Well done.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For
love, no envy. Pull up with ends in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. Burn the belly of the beast is dead. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. Burn the belly of the beast is dead. What the f*** are they starting? This ain't your average artist. Yeah, I grew up on Heartless, but I never been half-hearted. It don't depend who's asking, suck what it couldn't be me you're speaking. These man didn't believe in you, now they wanna chill with you. It comes to me naturally. This ain't no gimmick or acting. Me, that's a then walk off casually. Try and know that I'm active. Try me cause I'm match fit. TB still gang haters see me and get some fan. The fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack. It is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts. I know what it is. Now I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats. It's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with ends in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. Burn the belly of the beast is dead. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. Burn the belly of the beast is dead. Dying there gets. It's kinda hard when your brethren falls in love with it. Still rough, rugged and ready. If they're coming, I'm ready. I've done it already.
Welcome, everyone, to Atlanta, the home of the Hawks, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. The Hawks still playing on their home court in this one. You talk about a team on a roll, guys. This is quite a start they've had. 10 consecutive wins to start the season.
Yeah, and guys, no matter what happens today, I bet they'll be happy to have this game behind them because it's the third one they've played in the past 4 days, and right now they're looking for a breather.
And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
Pass to Washington. Over Collins. Washington, that's good.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Collins in the post. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Now here's Ball. The long distance three is Barrett.
3 points. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Young outside. Hit the tip. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Pass to Plumlee. Back to Ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Now Capella. Young with the ball. He's covered by Ball. And Young, here we go. And that one drops for him. What's the most important thing, Clark, a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
Well, I think one is making sure you're in really good shape, and then getting comfortable with your teammates is another element, and getting your chemistry and timing back. Those are probably the most important things.
The Hawks leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Bogdanovich up top. His last outing, he had 18 points. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Clock is at 3. Young, good.
And some crafty inside play from Young, finding a way around the defense to get his shot.
Inside. Pass to Oubre. 14 feet away. And the rejection by Collins. Outside, Bogdanovich. Driving to the basket. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Hunter, no good. Hornets trail by 7. Oubre outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Kelly Oubre, the new face on the Hornets, was hoping to get a bigger deal in free agency. The market, though, just not there for him. Ended up with a 2-year deal in a situation where he feels he can show his work.
And he makes both free throws. And it's Wright with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And well, they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Doubled by Oubre. Right inside. Lays it up off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Hurt. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Oubre outside. Pulls up. That shot off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And look at what they did in the 4th quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
Nice shot by Smith.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Gallinari. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It's stolen by Reddish. Back to right. Pass to Jang. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Gallinari left side. Shoots over Oubre. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Hornets trail by 3. Fast break now for Charlotte. And finished off by McDaniel.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Atlanta calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
So it's the Hawks now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Outside Bogdanovich. And he drives in. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Bridges outside. To the paint. Here's Ball. Rebounded by Capella. The Hawks leading by 3. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the 2nd player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
And one thing about LaMelo, Clark, you can't ignore the size he has at his position.
You know, he's 6'7", Kevin, so that's big for a point guard, and it allows him to see over defenses, and I also think it helps him as a rebounder.
And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy, and I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing him out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bridges with the steal.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Hornets from 12 feet out. Plumlee with the rebound. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Charlotte, trailing by 4. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. Outside, Ball hits the 3-point bomb. Ball's got 8.
Well, I like the fact that this is something Ball continues to work on, that deep shot of his. He knows he's got to be a threat from deep to expand his game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. Oubre, right side. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Hawks leading by 4. Down low. Hunter. Right side, Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Outside, Collins. With the drive. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the mobility from the big man? I love when Collins takes charge and goes aggressively to the hoop.
Pass to Washington. Here's Ball. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And stolen by Hunter. Fast break, the Hawks. Outside Collins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Here's Carey. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Hunter. Driving in. And it's Hunter with the jam.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Young's shot is off. You know, Hayward, like a lot of NBA players, is a pretty serious gainer in his free time off the court.
And you know what, Kevin? There are some people that think video games help with your hand-eye coordination. I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I do know there are worse ways to rest up and keep yourself ready for the next real game than what Hayward was doing.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And there's the foul. It's on James Bouknight. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Such an instinctual player. Young often sees the opportunity before anyone else.
Now Rozier. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
First team foul.
Atlanta on D. Here's Rozier. He's off on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Reddish. Off target from three-point range. And stolen by Jang. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Pass to Jones. And the shot is good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Young with the ball. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. To the left side wing. Here's Herter. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now, here is Gallinari. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Here's Jang, and it's blocked. They recover it. Just 5 to shoot. He can't get it to go. And the Hornets now going the other way. On the wing, Rozier. Driving the lane. Makes it off the glass. Rozier's got 5 points so far.
Boy, pushing hard, Rozier able to catch the defense off guard that time. His speed, the difference.
Young with the ball. Jones covering from deep. And Trae Young hits from deep. He's got 7.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And, you know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
To the middle. Here's Gallinari. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Atlanta making some changes.
You know, Rozier was originally drafted by the Celtics, had to back up Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, but his time to lead has come, and he's answered the bell well.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. 19 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Collins. The rebound by Carey. Hayward on the wing. And the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor.
The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here is Wright. Driving inside. Pass to Capella. The shake. He takes it up and lays it in. Capella's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth quarter for the Hawks.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. That they worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's Ball. Bridges outside. Charlotte moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Capella with it. Now guarded by Ball. And it's Hunter with the jam.
It was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Ball no good. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that down.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Now, here's Ball. Again, Ball missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. From deep. Ball no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
To the inside. Oubre with the steal. Bridges outside. 3 pointers off the mark. The Hawks leading by 10. Collins hits a 2-pointer and Finish off by Collins.
Nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy move.
Oubre outside. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Down low to the wing right side.
Quick. It depends on who I'm doing. If it's a team that I know, I could play with them. They don't want it. Let's see if you see it. They don't want it. They don't want it. Where is it again? I might get these again. Yeah.
Live in San Francisco as the Warriors are about to go into this interconference contest here. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Nets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. Any team that faces these guys know they're going up against a major challenge. They are undefeated with a sterling record of 9-0.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
Draymond Green.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game.
How about the energy from Steph Curry on the defensive end right there? Really good job.
To the inside. Looney.
Next foul.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Foul.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And good on the second, so he makes them both. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Harden with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Harden scanning the floor. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Next foul.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
Now here's Curry. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And a fortunate turn of events for Brown last year. Dorsey was traded from one of the worst teams to one of the best.
And what I respect is how scrappy, how hard-playing, how defensive-minded a guard this guy is. But he's also willing to fit perfectly around stars. He finds a way to do all the dirty work and make himself a factor. Well, Steph Curry, one of the most dynamic ball handlers in the game. He has more moves than you can count.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn, leading by 5. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Curry. Here's Looney. Pass to Curry.
2 minutes remaining.
Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Harden.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Second team foul.
So for the Nets, take their